Anupama chooses to hide her past as Malti Devi's name resurfaces after years. In the latest episode of Anupama, emotions ran high as the pressure of the competition began to take a toll. Sarita, feeling the heat, muttered that their team might end up in tears just like the opposing group. Rita immediately nudged her out of that mindset, urging her to stay hopeful. The atmosphere grew even more tense during the evaluation round. One of the judges didn't hold back and criticized Anupama's team for lacking strength and energy. What stung even more was her regressive comment that these women would be better off in the kitchen than on stage. She went a step further, accusing Anupama of using women's empowerment as a front, and dismissed the dance Ranis as unfit to continue. The verdict left the team stunned and heartbroken. But just when all hope seemed lost, the remaining two judges came to their defense and announced that they had made it to the next round. It was a breath of relief and a reminder that sometimes, all you need is one chance to prove yourself. Energized by this second wind, Preet and Sarita encouraged the group to bounce back stronger. Anupama, ever the steady anchor, promised they would learn from the criticism and come back with fire in their hearts. Another judge pointed out the lack of emotional spark in their performance. Anupama took it in stride. She didn't make excuses. Instead, she acknowledged the feedback and vowed to bring a new energy, reminding her team that each one of them had stepped far outside their comfort zones to chase a dream, and that was no small thing. But things took a turn when Anupama was asked about her past ties with Malti Devi. Her body language shifted. She went quiet, uncomfortable, a silence that spoke volumes. One of the judges still praised her skills, but Preet couldn't help but notice something wasn't being said. Doubt crept into her mind. Meanwhile, Prarthana found herself overwhelmed with worry for her unborn child. She asked Leela to stay close, seeking reassurance. But Leela, holding firm to her beliefs, reminded her of a woman's duty to her husband and household, implying that Prarthana was straying from that path. Hasmukh, however, stepped in gently, asking whether Leela's harshness stemmed from the fact that Prarthana came from the Kothari family. He reminded her to think of both Ansh and Prarthana before passing judgment. Leela, notably, didn't respond to the back in the chal. There was celebration. The team had made it to the next round, and the community rallied around them. But even in that joy, questions lingered. Preet brought up Anupama's past again, pressing her for answers. Anupama chose to draw a boundary. Bharti stepped in, asking for respect and privacy. Anupama simply said she had made peace with her past. If it resurfaces, she said calmly, I'll face it. But today is for celebration, not regrets. Preet wasn't done. She asked why Anupama had kept her dance talent hidden, and why she'd put Manohar in charge instead. Anupama admitted that she hadn't always felt confident enough to take that responsibility, but now, she was ready. Later, Prem called. Anupama shared the news, her voice full of quiet joy. She asked for his blessings, and he offered his heartfelt support, reminding her that victory often finds those who never stop trying. As the team celebrated, Sarita suddenly felt uneasy. Without missing a beat, Anupama made a traditional herbal paste to help ease her pain. Rita smiled, remembering how her mother-in-law had used the same remedy. Just then, Sarita's husband arrived with unexpected news. The media had shown up at the chal. Reporters began interviewing the dance Ranis. When Preet brought up Anupama's old mentor once again, she quietly stepped away from the camera. But when asked about her motivation for encouraging housewives to dance, Anupama stood tall. No dream is too big or too late, she said with calm conviction. Her words struck a chord. Preet, who had doubted her just moments ago, found herself moved. She praised Anupama for inspiring them, and for helping them find strength, joy, and purpose through their journey together.